Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Market Misfits. In this video, we're going to be covering market cycles, but we're going to be covering the psychology of a market cycle. So previously, we went over the different stages of the market cycle. Here, it's presented in a way to where it's showing the emotions that you're going to experience if you're in the markets, invested in the markets, and if this is your first time, or even if it's not your first time, and you don't know about this, and you're not prepared for this, then there's a good chance that you'd be walking home with nothing or little to nothing. I know I'm not the only one. I definitely wasn't prepared to experience this stuff getting into trading and investing. It wasn't until even longer that decided to, really start focusing on this stuff. And that's because that's the only way that you're going to win. These markets are made so that you'll give your money away based on emotions. They move the market not just to move up the price of their assets or the value of their assets and dump them, but they want you involved in that as well. So they'll pump it extra hard at the end just to get people to continue to buy because their orders are so big. And I mean, Wall Street, central banks, hedge funds, they'll continue to push the market up really extra high at the end and then drop it off because they need they need more liquidity to dump and absorb their orders because they're really big. So we're going to be taking a look at this, and we're going to also look at the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. So this is going to help connect the dots, hopefully, and give you a visual representation of the emotions in the market as you're in the markets. So, and it also is a good indicator as to when you need to start selling. Again, not financial advice. Always do your own research. We're just giving you these tools because we didn't have them, and we wish if we could go back, we definitely would have, been experts at this before anything, But anyways, let's get on with the chart. So we see a market cycle here with all the different stages on the last one. So we went over on the last video. This one would be the accumulation phase where investors are buying the bottom and can take quite a while. So let's consider that we're coming out of one of these over here, since this is a like a revolving or, you know, continuously repeating cycle. So we're coming out of anger, depression, disbelief. This is a sucker's rally. So, and this is real stuff. It's not to be taken lightly. When you're in possession of, your own finances and it's in a market, especially like the crypto market, you're going to start to experience all kinds of excitement and euphoria and fear and regret, all kinds of stuff. So it's going to help to have predetermined places where you're going to take profits and then just taking them with, and keeping this in mind always. So let's go over this real quick. And they give little captions here, and we're going to read the little captions. They're kind of funny, but accurate. So hope. So you're coming out of an accumulation phase, lasted forever. Maybe you went through one of these and you sold down here. But a recovery is possible, maybe one of the thoughts. Optimism. So we start to go up. This is a real rally. And I think this is probably right along where we are right now. Let me know what y'all think, where y'all think that we are in this. We're going to take a look at the XRP chart and see if we can identify a couple, then go to the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index and see where we're at and see how all this all ties together. So this is the markup phase that we covered yesterday on the video. So here we are, optimism. This rally is real. So it went from disbelief to hope to optimism to belief. So you're committed in your belief. This is okay. You've decided this is real. Time to get fully invested. Thrill. I will buy more on margin. Got to tell everyone to buy. So margin, for those of you that aren't familiar with margin, brokers give you up to $500 for every dollar that you have. So this could be really good, or it can be extremely, extremely destructive emotionally, financially. I mean, it could destroy your whole life if you don't know this stuff. you don't practice, you know, always practice. If you're doing margin, then I would just always suggest practice on a demo until you get this until you get this down. Now there's a whole other system, that goes along with this for margin that we, teach this stuff, trading psychology, but we're kind of sticking to investing, longer term investing in this group. But anyways, let me know what y'all think. If y'all have any questions, and just reach out and holler. But I will buy more on margin. So broker, you're amplifying your gains up to times 500. Okay. Get up to euphoria. I'm a genius. At this point, you feel invincible and you just think that the market's going to continue up, and that you lose all sight of the reality is that the higher this goes, the more euphoria, is in the market, the closer we are getting to a drop. And a lot of times the end of a market cycle will look just like this. They'll give it an extra pump at the end and the distribution phase that we talked about. That's why we didn't see much of a distribution phase on the Bitcoin chart, because they don't really give it that much time. They just drop it. Again, not trying to scare anybody or put, fear into anybody, but, this is the reality of what, we are dealing with. So it just helps to be prepared. If you're not prepared, your chances of walking out with profits are slim to none. So that's why we're, going over what these cycles look like, and some ideas of like with the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. It's a simple representation, a visual representation, and a tool that you can use that will help aid you in taking profits and not getting stuck down here. But let's continue on through this. Complacency. So we had a pullback. Complacency. We just need to cool off for the next rally. So we're thinking this is just a pullback and it's going to continue up. Go down a little further. Anxiety. Why am I getting margin calls? This dip is taking longer than expected. So a margin call is what happens when, you have a broker, and instead of going up because you're buying it, the market's going down. So not only does it amplify your gains going up if you're buying, but if you're buying and the market starts moving against you, then it'll drain your trading account really fast if you're not responsible with it and you're not prepared for all this. So that's a whole nother thing with trading. But we're gonna stick with this just for now. Denial. My investments are with great companies. They will come back. Panic. So we're clear down here now. Shit, everyone is selling. I need to get out. Catellation. I'm getting 100% out of the markets. I can't afford to lose more. And here we are down here at the bottom. Anger. Who shorted the market? For those of you that don't know, shorting means selling. So when banks, institutions, hedge funds sell off, they sell off. A lot of them will sell off together. And so shorting is a term used for traders that are margin trading. And so with all the money they already have, if they're leveraged, that still increases the volatility in the market even more. So that's why they're like, well, who shorted the market? Why did the government allow this to happen? Let me tell you, the government does not have your best interests. In fact, I mean, they do this stuff, and this is known facts. This is not like what do you say, like a conspiracy or something like that. Like, this is proven facts. There's actually a strategy. It was the first strategy I ever learned in trading, was a market maker strategy. How to identify banks' moves and how to get in behind them and ride the wave. So, it's all over the place. The market is 100% manipulated, so you just got to accept that the government is not on your side. This whole thing is designed to get your money. So knowing this kind of stuff is going to be what gives you an edge if you're prepared. So down here, who shorted the market? Why'd the government allow this to happen? We're cruising all along. This could take a year or so, like a couple years for this to happen. Accumulation, everyone's, depressed. They're never doing this ever again kind of stuff. Depression. My retirement money is lost. How can we pay for all this new stuff? I'm an idiot. disbelief. This is a sucker's rally. So then here it goes and it starts to continue up. So let's take a look real fast at the XRP chart and get this out of here and see if we can identify some of these cycles real fast. And then we'll go take a look at the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. So by the way, this is XRP on the weekly time frame. Just for those of y'all that are new and haven't seen this yet. So right here, let's take this right here. Might as well do this while we're on here. We'll do a quick little price prediction, or not trying to predict anything, but to get an idea. So we're going to go down to the spike down here. And speaking of market manipulation, this right here. So traders will have stop losses down here when they're margin trading to stop them from, so they'll take their orders out, so it won't drain their accounts because of the margin. And so because of that, this is market manipulation right here, without a doubt. When you look at this spike, how we took out these lows down here, even with this one nearly. So this wiped everyone out, and this is not a coincidence that the market shot up right here. And so we were in a state of, I want to get off track, but we were in a state of, this is the disbelief, this is the accumulation, this came off of like a little bull run right here. So this is the markdown phase that we went through, or in distribution. So you see how short the distribution is right here. Each one of these candles is a week. So, there was some time, but relative to the accumulation in the crypto market, it's not very long at all. So anyways, so this is what's up with XRP, just real quick, since we're on here, and we'll get to the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. So XRP has been suppressed because of the lawsuit, right? So here's right around when the lawsuit happened, at the beginning of the bull run before. So we started to take off, boom, they got hit with a lawsuit, and this didn't get a chance to repeat. But if you look right here, this is 107, almost 118,000% pump within basically a year. So that is insane. So why a lot of people, investors and traders are into XRP is because the price has been suppressed ever since the lawsuit happened. Investors want clarity. They want to be, they want to not be invested into scams or things that are in the court system. But anyways, don't want to get too off track, but this is when that happened. Boom, saw a big spike down. Also, you see the spike cleared out this low, then we went up. Same type of deal down here. So 100% the markets are manipulated. Don't want to get off track, but let's just put this. Okay, so this was at the bottom of that trend right there. Let's put it right here. I'm not going to try to get really accurate or detailed on this. So price has been suppressed. And so a lot of people have been waiting for this to go up for a long time. And, I think that they're probably going to try to make up for lost time. And, who knows what will happen. But at the top right here, we're at $208 up here for XRP if we got a repeat. For the people that say that it can't happen, it already has. Will it happen again? No one knows. But this is just as dangerous for your emotions as this is, going through a markdown phase, distribution markdown after not taking profits at your points. So here's a distribution. Again, it's not very pronounced. And we go straight into markdown. We start going sideways, accumulation, more markdown, another accumulation phase, markup. So during all this time, the markets are going up and down, and this is all off of emotion and beliefs. So you just got to be extremely careful. I don't want to make anybody scared or whatever, or make anybody afraid, but you got to understand that this is a reality that's going to happen. And so if you're prepared for it, if you have a plan ready, like a written plan that you can, you know, like for me, like we'll have timers and everything to remind, because when you get to this point, and I'm just on Twitter, Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. So this is showing you the amount of greed that's in the market. So in general, I think we went over this once before. I just wanted to touch on it again. Smart people, smart investors are buying over here. Not to say that it's bad to buy here. I'm not saying that not to or anything like that. You got to make your own decisions, but this bull run does have the potential from where we are right now at around 40 some K, to go up to 200K. So, we could see this thing pegged out for a while at the same time too. So I'm not saying when it comes down here is to take out your profits. I'm saying it's best to do your own research, continue to go and see what is going to work best for you. If you have any questions at all, ever, just reach out, drop a comment, send a message, and we'd love to help you out as best as we can, but we just can't give financial advice out here because we don't know what's going to happen. Number one, because like I said, this thing could come down here and get pegged out and stay pegged out for a while, because if we see trillions of dollars come into the crypto market from an approved Bitcoin ETF, then this sucker could be pegged out for a minute. But so this is just in general a visual representation of what the emotions are in the market. It's a very useful tool. It's very easy to read. So when you're lost in la la land, might want to take a stop and come check this out. Take a look at your plan and see, what it is that you need to do. But anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for this one. We're going to be covering some more on the markets just to kind of give everyone that's new. And even if you're not new, if you don't know some of this stuff, great. We're just wanting to share what we have learned with everybody, and I hope that y'all are having a good weekend. If you have any questions, just reach out and holler, and we will holler at y'all later. See ya.